Hello and welcome to Grocer Pod. My name's Sean Kosednar. Today I'm joined in the studio by Stacy Leeton, Senior Category Manager for Health and Wellness. We are getting into cold and flu season, so I thought it would be a good idea to talk about the cough and cold category. Before we get to Stacy, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocer Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocer Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, or any other platform you use to listen to podcasts. Stacy, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Sean.
When does cold and flu season actually start?
Well, historically, we always think of cough and flu season starting when the temperatures get cooler outside. But now with the combination of COVID, flu, and RSV, it's making it harder for consumers to identify sick season. So they're paying more attention to immunity boosting solutions throughout the year, and especially when the students go back to school and the winter months approaches.
Which is probably a good thing. It's good that we're all taking health a little bit more seriously. What consumer trends are we seeing in the cough and cold space this year?
So research shows about 36% of consumers prefer to take over-the-counter drugs rather than prescription medicines. Shoppers also prioritize prevention over treatment. In fact, 39% of consumers took immunity support to manage common illnesses. And no surprise, parents, particularly the ones that have younger children, they're more likely to become ill due to exposure. And they're seeking to strengthen their immune system and prevent the illness. And then parents are also seeking, free from natural options.
One thing that you said that caught my ear, that wanting over-the-counter versus prescription, I would imagine that a lot of that preference comes from over-the-counter is obviously cheaper and easier to access. Correct. And so it would be really good for AWG member retailers to stock those things, versus having like a full-on pharmacy.
Correct. They don't have to go to the doctor. They can just walk into the store without having to take the time off work or, make the time to take themselves or their kids to the doctor.
Immunity seems to be a common trend, as we touched on immune support vitamins in a prior Grocer Pod episode. What's driving this focus on immune health? Well,
since COVID-19, it has really made people aware of their health, and they look for those immune boosting solutions. So holistically, health is becoming mainstream. Recognizing the connection between mental and physical health, especially when it comes to immune health. Consumers are looking toward immune boosting solutions as the first line of treatment to manage the common illnesses now.
What can AWG member retailers do to support consumers during cold and flu season and beyond?
Just to offer the holistic health remedies and immune support products that consumers are interested in. These products include products that contain honey, sambuca, echinacea, along with multivitamins and immune support vitamins. And just make sure you ensure to have a good selection of the AWG brand products as private brands, or is the number one dollar share in this category at 25.4%.
Is there anything else that AWG member retailers need to know?
Just make sure that they're taking advantage of all of our TPRs, our web blast, and our power buys that we have out there.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me today. And thank you all for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe to Grocer Pod. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest things going on around AWG. And until next week, this has been Sean Kosednar for Grocer Pod.